So before the break, we were talking about IWB's approach to SEO and how they tailor it for each inspector. But now I want to get into this website dashboard they talk about.
Oh, yeah, the dashboard. It seems like that's their central hub for, well, pretty much everything.
So it's more than just looking at website traffic.
Way more. They're talking about sending emails, creating coupons, managing social media posts, tracking analytics, all in one place.
It sounds like a pretty powerful tool, especially for someone who's not a marketing expert.
Right. And they really emphasize that real-time data aspect. So inspectors can see what's working, what's not, and make adjustments on the fly.
Hold on, so they can see if, say, a particular email campaign is actually driving leads.
Exactly. They can see conversion rates, which means they know how many people are taking action after seeing a specific marketing message.
That's incredible. That kind of data-driven insight is usually reserved for big companies with whole marketing departments.
I know. It really levels the playing field for smaller businesses, but it does make you wonder, how accurate are those analytics? What are they based on?
That's a good question. I mean, you need reliable data to make good decisions.
Absolutely. It likely involves tracking things like website visits, click-through rates on emails, and social media engagement.
Okay, so they're pulling data from all those different touch points with potential customers.
Exactly. And it highlights how technology is blurring the lines between marketing and data analysis.
Now, I also wanted to ask about this tips for homebuyers booklet they mentioned. Is that just like a PDF on their website, or is there more to it?
They probably do offer it as a downloadable resource, but it's a smart move to highlight it in their marketing. It positions the inspector as a helpful expert even before someone hires them.
That's like a soft sell, building trust and credibility.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Content marketing is still a super effective way to attract customers.
Okay, so now for the big question. We saw they have that two-tier pricing structure with a discount for InterNACHI members.
Yeah, that raises some interesting questions. Are they relying on volume from InterNACHI to make a profit? Or are they trying to incentivize more inspectors to join the association?
It could be a bit of both, right? It's a win-win for both organizations.
Absolutely. They each get something out of it, and the home inspectors benefit too.
So, big picture, what are some key takeaways for our listeners? Even if they're not in the home inspection business, what can we learn from all this? So we've talked a lot about the features and benefits of IWB, but let's get down to brass tacks affordability. They really play up that angle in their marketing.
Yeah, keeping costs low is a big deal for any small business, and especially in a competitive field like home inspection.
Right, so I'm curious about the long-term costs. They mentioned a one-time design fee, but what about ongoing expenses?
It's not just a one-and-done situation. They have a monthly hosting fee, and there might be costs for additional edits or support down the road.
So it's important to factor those ongoing costs into the equation.
Absolutely. Now, stepping back, I think this deep dive into IWB has highlighted some important trends in digital marketing as a whole.
For sure. We've seen how data-driven decision-making is becoming essential, even for small businesses.
Right. And we've also seen how strategic partnerships and content marketing can be powerful tools for growth.
I think there's a lot here that our listeners can apply to their own businesses, no matter what industry they're in.
Absolutely. What are your key takeaways from all this?
For me, it's the importance of staying ahead of the curve when it comes to technology and marketing. Things are changing so fast, and businesses need to adapt.
I agree. And it's also about finding the right balance between leveraging technology and maintaining that personal touch.
Well said. And to leave our listeners with one final thought, we talked about how IWB tracks the effectiveness of business cards. What other traditional marketing tactics could we make more data-driven?
Could we track the ROI of billboards or even word-of-mouth referrals? It's a fun challenge to think about.
It really is. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of home inspector websites. Until next time, keep exploring.